Welcome to the 38th episode of the High Vibe Guys. You got your boy Booze over here at the end of the table. I was about to say over here, but at the end of the table.
HNIC.
HNIC.
One day I'm going to do the intro.
I've given you the opportunity. Remember we first started this shit? I was like one day like, man, why don't you guys start
Hello
off?
world. This is... All right,
Yeah.
Never mind. Nope.
And to the right.
All right.
This nigga about to start a rap. We got Asa over here, Asa Bay, the scholar, the educator, the life changer, motivational speaker,
The philanthropist.
That's yours? That's my work phone.
The medicine man.
Medicine man. Let's speak some stuff into existence about what Asa's gonna be.
The trillionaire.
Let's speak some
Talk that shit.
trillionaire. Okay.
Yeah.
You can make them down. All right.
Trillionaire.
You kind of
You
made
know
it
what I
hard
said.
to fucking
The creator of his own cryptocurrency.
What?
Hey, man, we shoot
I'm so
for big.
cool. Oh, this up.
We
Let me
shoot
get
for
this.
big goals.
I'm gonna say
meditate to
I'm
this.
gonna speak to goals I think relate to Asa because he put the goals on there that he want for himself. I'm gonna say the creator of a new holistic and wellness formula that transforms the neighborhood and uplifts the community.
Buck.
The mind changer of those who are stuck in a rut of all creeds and colors.
That's that book he putting together with Rafa right now.
Because that's
That's
what
so nutty right now, bro. I don't even want to send nobody no samples no more. It's just
I was wondering what's going on with it.
I just chilled with the showing people glimpses because it's like
He shot me a little glimpse a couple days ago. I think I lost my fucking mind when I read that shit.
Hey, man.
Wow, why to throw it in my face?
I'll shoot you. I'll shoot
Nah,
you
you good. I ain't showing nobody. Then the
I
kids
also get teas on demand, but you know, whatever.
the proximity to where you live to him is
Don't
like.
worry about that part.
I'm just saying it just makes it easier though.
Yeah, whatever.
You see how ninja like that was though?
That was.
You see?
You got that.
All right, come on.
But and let me round it out with saying Asa the. Oh man, I can't say that. But yeah, just one of the greatest little brothers and men and scholars, and just one of the most heartfelt people and genuine and full of just positive, good intent people I know.
Beautiful.
Asa Bay. I feel like I'm missing some words now. Asa Nori
Phenomenal.
Bay. Love you.
All right.
Love you back, bro.
It's another host to the. It's another host on the show.
And last
host.
coming up.
Let me see. Hold on. Wait. Asa's introduction was 1 minute and 42 seconds. All right. Mine should be at least 1 minute and 30 seconds. Let's see how this plays out.
Then you have Big Dave on the other end of the table.
Okay. We're going to get to Dave first. Okay. That's what's up.
And
Dave is
then-
important.
Our
Dave is
honorary
important.
guest.
And then this is let's bring it up because for Akil, this is a very important. And I want to shout you out and show you love. You know why? Because this is the 38th episode, which is half of Akil's age. So for him, this is a very pivotal episode that we're going into right now. The 38th episode. Akil, how you feeling about that, brother?
Well, for a 76,
Longevity.
For a 76-year-old, I feel great. You know?
And you look god dang on good.
You know, still getting the young campy. Hey, man, that was literally 11 seconds, bro. What the hell?
And I thought about that 38th episode, half the age thing, from the 37th episode. I
Ah,
literally thought
damn,
about it.
you thought about that the whole time, huh?
I thought about it for an hour.
Ooh, he loaded his clip early.
Yep, sure did.
Why are you putting bullets in the gun?
Hey, Dad, go to the next.
Episode 38. Come on, let's go.
And hold on, I got lost. I lost it when I was talking about him, and then I was like, what was I gonna say to insult the kid?
Yes.
Yes,
hurry up.
there we go.
Yes, and we have Asa. All right, that's
Bring it
to a
back.
kill.
Bring it back. There you go.
Damn, man. I'm going to bring my own person in here for the next episode
Go ahead.
as my personal Flavor Flav. So every time I say something, they're going to be in, yeah, boy. Yep.
Yeah, and that won't be an episode of the High Vibe Guys.
Got that right. High vibe guy.
It'll be in that whole hidden.
With that one
Archives.
episode.
There we go. It'll be in the hidden episode.
Yeah, I'm talking about
collection.
one episode.
What?
You guys are savages, bro.
No, we're not. It
And when I was a little girl.
hey, hey, calm down.
Hey, I'm just, come on, man.
Man, we all know We all remember that painful moment.
All right. Let's.
How can we stretch this out for another?
Oh,
It was like it was one of the 7 minutes in, 53 to go.
You guys are horrible people.
I
Terrible.
was on my text messages. I ain't even gonna lie.
Terrible.
I know. I remember you went to Mars.
10 minutes in, it was a wrap.
I think Asa said 9 words that episode.
You guys ever seen Watchmen? All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know when he like teleports to Mars. That's
Yeah.
what Ozzy did. He says, "I hate this place."
Good old Dr. Manhattan.
Body's
Sir.
still here.
Yeah. You ever do that again? You ever just teleport in the middle of an episode? I should have called your black ass out.
Rightfully so, though.
You lucky.
Can you blame me?
Yes, you left us hanging.
Asa, you got the next 3 questions. Go. And then we leave.
Hell yeah, shit. Whenever we have, if ever that happens again, and we ever in that predicament, the shoe is gonna be on the other foot. Damn it! I swear to God, I see you hosting this whole motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, all right, now let us meditate.
I want to start this off by shouting out my auntie, who asked for me to send her an episode, and I said, which episode do I not curse pretty much from beginning to end? None of them.
The episode following the conversation you had with the older gentleman.
I sent her an episode. I sent her like an episode of the Flintstones. I was like, yeah, this is what she was. This is what my cousin was talking about. You ain't getting an episode of this. Actually, I need. I'm gonna send it to you on. Let's go. So the news piece is gonna relate to the topic. It's certain things like that are taboo that I feel like we be dancing around for no reason. I think it's because, like we all have images out there. We have people who we want to respect us and who we respect. But then I also be like, man, some things is just full of shit. Like at some point I got comfortable on here and I was like, you know what? I'm going to curse like I normally do. Like, I'm just go ahead and just put it out there. Like, shit, y'all know me if I'm around, unless I'm doing something real professional. I'm dropping some F-bombs. I enjoy it. It feels good. It feels good.
Hey, man. We should talk about that later,
emphasis,
too.
Man.
We should. And because Akil has a view on curse words that I like. And it makes me feel comfortable to be around my goddaughter. Because sometimes I'll be like, and this motherfucker, oh, baby. And Akil will give me that look like, that's not a curse word. Like, still, I feel really bad saying it.
It's a very controversial view, too, for the older folks.
And I guess,
But
it's very much the same line, the spirit of this shit. You know what I mean? Where it's like, we were going to, well, you bring up the topic because you actually were looking at it.
We are going to touch on the ever-growing medical marijuana field, or just the marijuana field in general, and in particular, the underrepresentation of black folks in this ever-growing field. Are we like, is this a bag? Not, it ain't even a wave, because I think by the stuff that I read, like this is permanent. Like marijuana is about to take hold and be a part of our culture going forward on the medicine level.
It's
For sure.
It's been a part of the culture for decades. It's now about to be a decriminalized part of the society. And the news piece was really referring to how blacks, like you saying, are underrepresented. And it's in the Metro Times.
Mm-hmm.
Also, shout out to your boy. I'm in the Detroit Free Press right now.
Bong, bong.
They're two different sounds. That's crazy. Oh, boy. Dave, take these goddamn bells out of here.
Just saying, man. Until we download the damn sound effects,
Oh, God.
you're going to get me.
I'm looking up something right now, bro.
That's going to be a day that I regret.
Oh,
It's about to go down.
because it's going to be in my hands the whole time.
It's like going to be the day everything was left.
25%. Yep, 25% of the show.
You're going to see me body slam a killer in this show, like, through the table. We got the right type of table for it, too.
We do. Sound effects and everything. It was
But we were talking about this, so I'm going to go back to the topic. It's a piece inside the Metro Times right now that talks about the underrepresentation of blacks inside of the medical marijuana industry that is now starting to boom inside of Michigan, especially inside of Detroit. I got an issue with that about it being only Detroit. We kind of talked about this one time. You don't go out to the burbs and see it, but you got medical marijuana places. Well, you're starting to see it out in the burbs, but you got them everywhere in Detroit, just like you got liquor stores everywhere in Detroit. Neither here nor there, but I'll just start off by saying this is something that really interests me because I see it as an opportunity for a lot of people to be able to get into an industry prior to it just going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird that I actually got a group of friends. We have a group chat. And I feel like when I brought it up a couple times, I got one friend who also is interested, like I am interested. And, like, these are all really smart people. And they're like, like I could tell, like, it's a real passe vibe. Nothing to judging because I'm interested in it, but more that, like, I feel like they're looking at, like, now he's into weed. And it's like, oh, okay, so y'all gonna just let several easy $1 million slip through your fingers because of the
Stigma.
taboo. Yeah, because you'd rather be called doctor than $200,000 over here, as opposed to open up or grow and have all these other opportunities for, like, it's a million ways to go about this right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just weird that, like, that stigma still attached to it, where it's seen to be one of those things. It's like running a liquor store, and it's like, man, you got to be fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of it's a natural product. If I was growing blueberries out in my and had a field of those motherfuckers and wasn't making no money, y'all think I was a real cool urban farmer.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me and a cool urban farmer. I'm trying to be a urban entrepreneur who's successful.
And gets to the bag, and also the benefits of marijuana, hemp on the environment.
Mm-hmm.
It's so multi-layered when you're talking about this industry, man. And we're missing out. In the Metro Times story, it says that 3.8% of Michigan residents with an ownership interest in licensing are black. 3.8%, man. Like,
I think it's largely access to knowledge, and then also the money that you probably need to get invested. Even though shit, motherfucker.
man, I wouldn't even say the access to knowledge. It's everywhere. You can, just like our phenomenal, enterprising guest on episode 31, I think that was with Big Steve-O, where he was, you know what I'm saying, talking about his marijuana business and, you know, what got him interested in it. Steve is still very young.
Yeah.
So he got into it like in his mid-20s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And oh Lord.
It's about to go down.
He got a app for the sound effects.
Oh my God.
Good Lord. Anyways, he jumped into it in his mid-20s, and he's reaping the benefits 5, 6, 7 years later. But it wasn't like somebody came to him, or kind of like how colleges pursue you when you come out of high school or something, you know what I'm saying, with scholarships. Nobody came to him and told him, like, invest your time and money and hard work into this, or start reading books, or...
You got to say, just, you know how we were talking about the trades having minimal interest from society, like the spotlight on the marijuana industry and how much it could benefit the community is like half of what trades get. You know what I mean? Like it's like a topic that we don't discuss at all, and it's fucking crazy. And we talked about I forgot we even had Steve on the show till you just brought him up. But even then, I think, like, I was feeling like, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to act like I'm really not interested in it, and just had, like, we just got him on the show. And it's like, fuck that. I'm getting in there.
Yeah, man.
High Vibe Only Farms is coming. I'm putting it out there. Because, it's a bad day. It's a sad day in the High Vibes Only studio.
Hey, man, that was a pretty terrible golf clap there, too. What the hell was that, bro?
It was like 4 children clapping unenthusiastically.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through this app first before we start. That was terrible.
But yeah, I'm just saying that to say, like, I'm sick of kind of like the taboo vibe of it, and like feeling like, you know what, I can't say that I want to get inside the marijuana industry because there's going to be a stigma on my character, and I also want to positively impact the community over here. And if I'm associated with this, then it's going to bring me down in the eyes of these people. And shout out to my homegirl, Tatiana Grant. And I think I'm just shouting her out because Tatiana is definitely leading the way. And if you ever see her, she is polished, professional, business-oriented, you know what I mean? Degrees, respected in the community, and also heavily involved inside the marijuana industry. And she just, she actually has what's the name of her podcast? I want to say it's called Candlevision. Dave, how come these people got their own fucking backdrop? When we getting that?
That's really hard to pull off here in this location.
Excuses. We just talked about that.
Wow.
No, there are limiting factors based on the size of the studio. We used to do it in Royal Oak all the time, and we're looking at opening up. So we have the audio studio open in Hamtramck, and we're probably opening up another video, like a primarily video-based studio there too, just because we need a bigger space in order to be able to pull that off.
Yeah. Y'all need. Y'all need
I
that.
deleted this shit out of that. So that golf clap was it, buddy. Get off my damn phone.
Yeah, I mean, because from a practical perspective, I could figure out how to hang like a green screen behind you, but then I'd have to worry about lighting and that kind of stuff. Because the problem with the green screen is you have to have it super saturated with light, or else it's gonna look like shit. Whereas with a bigger room, that's a lot easier to pull off.
We just need a leather couch and some of those old-fashioned mics, the ones that people croon to. You know what I mean? The metal ones. Give us some of those. And what else? Do we have any other
Dave
brands?
You know what your hourly rate would be if I put that together?
Yeah.
I mean,
Dave, you are not fluent in booze and knees, aka jackass. All right.
No, honestly, that's like
He's
the
heavy
the video studio we used to have in Royal Oak. We had like 6, and all this shit is now sitting in my basement since we closed it down. We've got like 6 different furniture configurations, whether it's couches, chairs,
Oh, really?
that kind of stuff.
oh,
dude,
man.
Yeah.
So we really got the short end of the stick here. That's what you're trying to tell me right
and
now.
so and green screens and that kind of stuff. But it was in Royal Oak, and so like I said, that's the one thing. The only downside to this location is the physical limitation of being built inside an actual container.
Oh, yeah.
Where we fit in the couch at, Booze? Huh?
Dave can operate outside.
Dave's engineering on the roof.
But yeah, the name of the IG page is.
But when it's nicer, we can do that kind of setup down there.
Yeah, which we gonna get to it.
Beautiful.
I think we overdue for a change of scenery with our podcast setup. The name of the IG page I want to shout out is Canavision.Midwest.
Okay.
And it looks like they have a YouTube channel attached, which the High Vibe guys have a YouTube channel coming as well. We're overdue. Dave has been begging us to put up the High Vibes guys YouTube. Guys, when are you gonna do it? Dave, you don't sound like that, but I'm just doing a Dave voice. Guys, when are you gonna do the YouTube page?
Why I got to be the Eddie Murphy white guy voice?
Dave, in watching some of the episodes, I'm like a nerd for our show. So I watch episodes. When Booze does impersonations of people's voices, they are god awful and sound nothing like the person.
No, they don't. They never
You
do.
did like Rafa one day, and it was like, yo, well, I feel like, like, who the hell is that, bro?
The thing is that
I feel as if
I'm going to a different personality, and when I switch.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like,
I get it.
I'm not good. I was good and bad at impersonations. It's like either they're really good or they're really bad. And normally they come from nowhere, too, when he does it, too. It's like, cheerio. It's like, all right, what the fuck is going on?
Yo.
He's doing an accent now.
Listen.
Okay.
I called this fool, or I forget. Either I called him or I called him. This fool played out the, like if you call it a Chinese restaurant, he played that out for like 10 minutes straight, bro. Like, what can I get for you? Number 1 through 9 are no longer on the menu. We have like number 10 and 11. Like, what?
Oh, God.
10 minutes straight, bro. Like, this guy is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, Asa has the weirdest, extremes of personality. It's like either
I love it.
deep as hell or a goofball.
Absolute
It's
goofball.
like pretty much it's pretty much it. He's like about to chop you to the neck and kill you, or he's like juggling a fucking apple on his nose or some shit. It's like, oh wow, what the fuck is this about? And we're in the middle of having a real conversation as he's trying to balance his fucking apple on his nose and impress Luna. It's like, oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm about to fuck off too. But yeah, so shout out to Canavision.Midwest, and I like it because they're basically just it's a podcasting show dedicated to bringing on people in the industry in Detroit, in the Midwest in general, but they definitely focus on black people inside of the culture of the medical marijuana culture. Soon to be the what is it when it's not medical?
Recreational.
Recreational side of things too. And I realized when I watched part of a show yesterday, I was like, oh, it's just like when you talk to Travis about it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I don't know anything, huh?
Yep.
I don't know shit, huh? Yeah, and if you're going to get this license, you need to have this license prior, and then that's a LO22.43L, and you can only grow these types of buds.
Big bro know what he be talking about.
And you got to know, man. And I feel like that's one of those things that, like, man, shit, we're just missing out. We kind of talk about it. I think Asa said it one day. He was like, man, we got to start getting technical or something. He said something along those lines. It was like, we got to know how to speak to this in a way to where we just don't sound like this is a hobby, you know?
We just add 2-3 words to our vocabulary. You know what I'm saying?
We need to.
Per week.
Dave, I'm curious as to your thoughts on Metal One. I feel like you know a lot about this for some reason. Not to say you smoke it, just saying you look like you know a lot.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't see any issue with it whatsoever. I mean, I've never understood why weed was illegal. Well, I mean, I do understand why, because I understand the historical context, and that's stupid. But it makes no sense to me. Like, you know, but I guess my question would be, you know, you threw the stat out. Okay, so 3.8% of the people that own business interests in Michigan are black. How does that compare to the overall percentage of business ownership in general? I'd be curious.
That's a great question.
Because you know that's the thing. You know, is that why aren't there more black CEOs? Why aren't there more black CIOs? Why aren't there more black coaches? Wherever else in positions of authority? Is this just another? I feel like you're holding this up as a WTF moment. When is it really? Like, isn't that just the way shit works?
Other statistics.
And I guess
also, where's the golf clap for that shit?
Well, I was gonna say,
deleted it, bro.
Shitty golf clap.
But I guess with that too, man. I guess it's like the thing that hurts is like. It's like in Detroit where it's like, I don't know what percent black, but it's overwhelmingly black.
Yeah, I think the last one I saw was 84%.
84% black for us to have a 3-point-whatever%.
That's in Michigan.
I'm sure.
Which is 13.7% black.
I'm just assuming so. If anybody knows that percentage better than me, then no, this is an assumption.
In Detroit, it's probably along the same lines.
It's along the same lines. It's like, and I guess the other thing that frustrates me about it too is like a lot of those things you like need to have like an education or a specialized knowledge to get into it. This shit, you can literally YouTube the fuck out of it and pick up the knowledge you need to and then jump into it. I ain't going to say it's going to be easy. I'm not going to say you're not going to have some issues.
Isn't that how Breaking Bad started?
Was he YouTubing?
I mean, I don't think he was like...
he had specialized knowledge. He was a chemistry teacher.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
that's very true.
My little brother just told me to check that out.
You never watched Bacon?
Netflix, right?
Me neither.
Oh, wow.
Me neither.
I'm still on this blacklist, bro. This
Breaking
show
Bad
going crazy.
was voted the greatest show ever.
Breaking Bad?
A lot. Yeah.
Breaking Bad is a very good series to watch.
It got like crazy critical acclaim. Some of the episodes or some of the seasons scored out on different sites is like, oh, this is a perfect season. Like, how could you even think of this type of what?
In comparison, I watched Blacklist. Blacklist is cool.
What? Oh, watch your mouth.
What?
Reddington, watch your mouth.
Reddington, that's my dog, bro.
Would you? Don't do that again.
Blacklist got some terrible acting in it, yo. I'm sorry. It
Okay.
got some shitty acting all through it. And Homegirl, the lead character, and that fucked up ass wig she got on. I'm sorry.
Can I do this?
I'll never forget.
Bro.
I was watching the shit with E, and I was like, E, what's up with this trash ass wig? I don't even give a fuck about shit like that. It's like this shit got a real budget. This lady has a wig on from the dollar store.
The young girl, the detective girl.
Yes, look at that.
Reddington's daughter. I'm gonna chop the shit out.
So you
after
just
this
told
shit.
She wearing a wig like this.
So you just gave it up. Okay.
Not necessarily, no.
She wearing a wig like this. It's like, why does her wig got a lean on it?
Trust me, they're in season 7, and they still haven't said whether or not he is her father or not.
Hey, bruh. First and
it's a
foremost,
lot.
the show ain't that good. Let's stop talking.
You
about
sound crazy. It won awards.
it. Okay.
You sound because it's good. That's typically what they do to shows that are good. They give them awards.
Oh God.
That's typically how it works.
You just said awards in general. Like this show has been from what's the name of that show we just made up? Black Stuff. From Black Stuff, the podcast received Show of the Year.
Hey, bro.
It's like, oh, okay. Black Stuff.
Emmys.
All I know is if you give me Reddington, and then you give me the professor off the Money Heist, it's a wrap, bro. I don't care what you talking about.
All right.
Reddington is
And then my man's off of Black
calculated.
Lightning, Tobias, the black dude.
I know
thought we was-
Tobias. Well, he's
I
about
thought
to
we
say
was gonna
Black
never
If you
talk
give me
about
them
that
three-
show again.
Black Lightning was good.
I thought we
I'm sitting back on the couch. We get money.
agreed to never talk about that
Everybody.
show again.
Oh God, this
Black
is so
Lightning
off
is
topic.
trash. Anyways,
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah,
That's
the
all right.
marijuana field. But let's get
Yeah.
back. Let's get back on Trizak, the marijuana field. So, let's. I mean, are we being transparent here? Like, marijuana. What's you guys' field?
Oh, yeah,
recreation?
First and
yeah,
foremost,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
Mother
yeah.
Nature,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
How you
yeah.
going?
Do you guys smoke? Do we want to talk about that?
Yeah, shit. Fuck it. This is Yeah.
Wait a minute, you're telling me a show with the name High Vibe Guys, and you guys smoke marijuana?
Well, that wasn't the intent. That wasn't the intent.
Yeah, it was. It dealt more with
Vibrations.
vibrations,
Yeah.
and us being like
Society
some-
makes the word
some
high associated.
typically
Yeah, there we
positive
go.
type dudes. But
No, yeah, you know
But,
what?
but on the
but-
other hand,
Yeah, but on the other hand, yeah, it's a good double entendre. You know.
you know,
Yeah, I definitely smoke. I'm a very light smoker though. Like, I'm. It's certain people. It's funny because like, it's certain people in the world who can operate high and like do things. I am not that, and y'all know this. You know what I mean? Like, I go
Facts.
through a period of like my mind is I go Dr. Manhattan. I go to Mars for about a half an hour, and then when I come back, it's like, all right, here I am.
Yep. 2
And
hours later, this dude is doing open heart surgery.
I'm the best rapper of all time when I come
I
back from Mars.
swear, bro, that's what I was just about to go.
I am. I
Yo.
feel. It was funny. I was in the car last night driving home, and I was like, "Man, I wish I was high right now so I could start freestyling this shit."
I just created a demon, bro.
No, that's all. That's a solid 15 years of that
Okay.
being my mo with freestyling.
Yeah, that's
I need
why.
to be in a certain space, and I know I could just maneuver through a beat.
I got a Dr. Kiefer story for y'all. So, back in the day, this is like 10 years ago. You know, I'm working at the water station. I think she just promoted me, like, yeah, because the current manager wasn't on this P's and Q's. So I was the new manager, blah, blah, blah. So I was coming in, opening up the store, right? And I used to smoke like a chimney, like 3-4 times a day. So I used to wake up, roll my blunt, go to work. And my eyes, you see when I smile, they already chinky. You know what I'm saying? So I used to come in that thing, eyes squinting, peace, good morning, my brothers and sisters, blah, 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 whatever. So she put me to the side when she was already trying to like urge me like to like not smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you smoke? Like, just, chill. Why don't you do that? One day she had the nerve, all praises due, all respect, but she had the nerve to say, Barack Obama stopped smoking. Now he's the president. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Chill on me. But anyways, I gave it up for a minute. But I also, every now and then, I might go without it just to show myself that I'm not subject to a habit. You know what I'm saying? That I still got control of it. So,
yes, it's no different than alcohol in that standpoint. I mean, it's one thing. I'm a big everything in moderation guy. It's one thing if you're doing it to relax. Like, you know what? It's funny. Like, you guys have seen my bar in my basement. I don't really drink at home unless I have people over or unless I'm like sitting on with shows or that kind of stuff. Because I know I have a very addictive personality. And so you need that break every now and then just to be like, okay, is this, I'm doing it because I want to and it's recreational, or am I doing it because I have to and it's now a core part of who I am?
Yeah. Well, we've all put our business out there. Akil?
I'm going to do y'all like Asa did me in the car. All right, so next topic. Let's talk about... You're a piece of shit, by the way.
bro, that
You are a
did-
piece of work for
You're
that.
a
No,
piece
you
of
said
shit.
that was the underplay for
set
the
up-
overplay.
I was
set up-
asking a genuine question.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
I don't,
I also set us
Nah, look.
up in the car, and it ended up being only me jumping on the grenade.
Yeah, and I
Brown
truly
nose.
can't understand anybody who's got a negative perception of weed these days. I can't.
Man,
I do
growing
and I
up,
don't, because I think that some people probably have seen the negative impacts of people who like. I don't even think it's the weed. I think it's the person's life went down the trash and they happen to be addicted. And I say I think
Yeah,
that's
coincidence is not causality. Yeah,
it's not. So I
Yep,
think that
yep,
I
yep.
think, and I could be wrong, mother, but I think that's my mom's view on it. You know what I mean? Like we have people in our family who went down paths, and she associates like, oh, they smell like weed, tore up their life. You know what I mean? But it's not the truth of the matter. I think it was just like he was also selling crack. He was also robbing people. He was also doing this. We just happened to be the thing that he was doing that you caught on to.
Yeah.
The other shit and the negative influences were the thing around him that made it bad. I think for me, that's what, and I'm not saying, because I think that's how my mother, I don't think she looks at it like that. I think she's just like, oh, he was smoking weed when his life went down the tube. It's like, no.
Weed was just salt and pepper, man.
It was.
Did you ever watch that 70s show?
Yeah.
So I think Red Foreman, the dad, at one point in time, he was like, son, look, the real problem with weed is that it makes you okay with being lazy.
What? Oh, yeah.
And I can see that mentality to some degree, because you do. Like, people tend to, like, I've never understood anybody who does heroin. Like, I've never understood any, like, why would you want, like, why take drugs that make you fall asleep? But like, you know, weed, to me, weed is equivalent to drinking. Like, you know, it's take the edge off. It's, you know what, or hey, I need to get in a different headspace because I'm in a So, but like, I don't get, like I said, I don't understand anybody who's truly got a negative perception of it this time.
And I think it's the same thing about mushrooms. You know what I mean? Like, this is perception of what like mushrooms are, and like a lot of people in our community, in the black community, are like,
psychedelics are kind of a different category.
That's a different
and now
one
we're
right
in
there.
my wheelhouse of experience.
That's a different
but I still think that like
There's a reason why I have a biochem degree.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would say that like, because shit, you putting it out there, fuck it.
You talking about the stigma side? I get what you talking about.
You know what I mean? Like, in the black community, it's like, if you do mushrooms, you're gonna be seeing the devil, and you're gonna be moonwalking with fucking.
It's equivalent to like crack. I've been told when I talked about psilocybin, it's like, oh, bro, you a crackhead.
And I would say for me, and I think I told my brothers this, the most introspective moments of my life have definitely come from doing mushroom trips. Easily.
Okay.
Easily the moments where I felt like, because I honestly feel like it unlocks parts of your brain that you don't necessarily travel to on a regular basis. Like, you know, like you create neural pathways or neuron pathways inside your brain. It allows you to travel some ones that ain't so fucking ingrained.
Talk that shit.
And you get to go different. You get to go in different spaces inside of yourself. So that's my view of it. I don't know from a scientific standpoint if that has any validity or truth to it.
It does.
But
You know who we gotta have on the show? Who actually talked to me about coming on the show?
Jason,
And Ramasu.
let's have him, because I think this is a good conversation, man. I think
from the Baba Kalende cloth. Like,
I
they
think,
could definitely touch on that.
and
You know,
just
actually, I pulled out of one of the darkest times of my life because of LSD. Like, so like psilocybin, a little bit different to me because it's harder to control, whereas LSD is like it's easier to control dosage and that kind of stuff. But dude, like, my mom died when I was 16, and I spiraled the shit out of control until I was about 20 and dosed and wound up out in the middle of the woods. Had a phenomenal conversation with my mother through a tree. Do I believe this is rational, logical, or anything else? Nope. Was it what I needed to pull my ass out of that spiral? Absolutely. And I do. Like, I'm with you. I'm one of those people that says people should try a hallucinogenic. Disclaimer: within controlled within controlled circumstances, with the right people around, all that kind of stuff, because it can go very, very wrong.
Yeah, you need a guide.
At least once in your life, because I truly believe it changes your perceptions.
yeah.
Definitely.
Facts.
So, a lot of people right now are celebrating Black History Month. I personally am not a fan because it's,
Well, how do you flip it to that topic?
I'm about to
Okay.
join the
Shut up.
too.
Yeah, let
Damn,
him flesh
Damn,
it out.
Bulls.
Full expression, bro.
Right. Let me
You
express
son of
my
a
blow.
bitch.
So, Black History every day. You know what I'm saying? Is my perspective. But
Of course.
just a little side note here. When it comes to mushrooms, a lot of people don't know. Like, they just get the benefits. They don't know the biochemical background to it, right? So a lot of times when we consume them and we get all these benefits, we don't associate it with the element phosphorus, right? Phosphorus in science, the nickname is the light bearer. But if you break down the word phosphorus, you also get phosphorus, which is the Greek name for Heru, who is the son of Aset and Asar, right? have rules that willpower, that light expression, you know what I'm saying, that the drive or whatever, the sun of the most high, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, you have an abundance of that flowing and splurging all around you, you know what I'm saying? Active ATP production is going dumb crazy.
What's
Your
ATP
brain-
production? I don't know what that stands for.
Adenosine triphosphate. So
shit.
when you
You know, just so what is that?
that's basically, to summarize it, it's the energy production in the body. So we might say I feel good or I got energy, etc., but that would be determined. But that feeling is determined by the amount of
ATP
you
expressing
produce.
itself.
Right. But remember, adenosine triphosphate, phosphorus still. You know, you're still dealing with Horus, the light. You know. But anyways,
it's the phosphorus. I'm probably saying it wrong. The reason why light is like fucking like enhanced so much when you, because like whenever I do a mushroom trip, like everything's, the light is bright as shit.
Yes, it is.
so you being who you are, not, you already know, like we talk about, like Akil says all the time, you're a spiritual being having a human experience. You can see the physical world, but you become more aware and more conscious of the magnetic field, right? That's why you can see the ins and outs of things. You can hear things and whatever that the person outside of you might not be able to interpret, you know what I'm saying? Because you're using clairaudience or something because you plugged in on the other side. You tapped in. You got those types of benefits, you know? But
I think, man, this just inspired me. Like, we talk about doing a lot of things together with groups. A High Vibes guys trip would be just fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you right now, bro,
Be
I'm
very
going to have my
selective.
eyes closed and I'm going to just be, you know, blindfold on. I'm not going to be tapping in with y'all.
I'm gonna tell you
it's
right
a
now,
wrap.
I'm gonna be in the shower fully clothed with a notepad.
Yeah, so I know we started on marijuana, but
I think it's
no.
I think it's all related.
No, but it was full expression. Allow full expression. Damn it.
Okay.
I was about to bring it back around.
Okay.
I was saying this was a beautiful, you know what I'm saying, like kind of segue into the other stuff so we can bring it
I'm
back
looking at the sun,
into,
bro.
bring it back into that. But when you talked about having a High Vibe guys trip, I spoke to Big Jason, my brother Brett Scott, who, you know, knowledge is crazy on that. He was saying when you do a trip, be very protective of the people you have around you because shit is going to come off of them that you may not want to experience. And in that environment, when you're so open spiritually and shit is flowing, he like, you don't want to take on somebody else's trauma or shit that they going through that is going to be triggered. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know how they're going to respond. If you're doing a trip with somebody, let it be somebody that you trust and y'all have talked about it a lot going into it. And going into it, y'all got a plan of how y'all want it to play out. Like, he was like, talk it through thoroughly, bro, because that ain't nothing to really play with, especially the higher doses you play. If you microdosing, you could do 1.72 grams with pretty much anybody and just have a good time. It's just,
That's like
this is
peeking your
fun.
head through the window.
But if you doing 7 and 10 and stuff like that, and you about to open up that little Pandora's box within yourself.
I'm not doing no goddamn 10. That's fucking insane.
That's not insane.
That's
not insane.
That's
Nah.
not insane.
That's not insane.
I
You talking about
tried 10
Kalinde
before.
was doing 40.
Calling it the regular dose.
Yeah.
If you want to do the big God dose, it's
Yeah.
100.
That's a
like,
shaman
it was,
dose. I'm not no
Nah,
goddamn shaman.
he was.
Bro, I tried 10 in a tea, like
Yeah.
a 32 ounce like this. Like it was. I'm not gonna say it was nothing because I personally think it's disgusting.
That was the
You
same
know.
day you was spotted on Mars.
Hey, man. No.
Look,
Asa is actually fighting Thanos today. Damn.
I would say, I get that, man. I say I've been fortunate. The worst part about every experience I've ever had is like that sleepy phase prior to like I get like sleepy like before like really it's like before
Really?
I feel the effects.
The worst part? What?
That's been the only part that I dislike is like because I get
You done
groggy.
Asa, you didn't have bad parts?
I've never
I've-
had a bad trip.
That's
I
what
was
I'm
about to
saying.
say, I done only had really good trips, bro.
Well, I'm just saying this is phase where I get groggy like before it really set in, and it's like I can't go to sleep, and I'll be like, yeah, and like I'll be like,
You're trying to go to sleep?
my body just like I feel like I feel like I want to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel like I want to go to sleep, and like I just go there and like my eyes might be a little watery, and then like 15, 20 minutes later, I'm like, oh yeah, there I go.
Yep.
there I go.
There I go.
Yep, there I go. And then I normally start freestyling or something. That's like one of my
My name
go-tos.
is Booze. I don't hit the snooze. You must got me confused with them other dudes.
My freestyles are way better than that when I'm
They are.
on mushrooms.
Definitely.
But and then from there it's just like productivity. That's normally when I'm normally going to a very productive state. I normally clean, do whatever. I
wonder if you.
I'm productive as hell.
Yeah, I wonder if you tap into like your inner sun sign or something. Cause I'm a Pisces. I go kid like, bro. I'll be like, the last trip I did, I got under the covers. And I was on my phone under the covers, like giggling, bro. Like on my phone, just under the covers, watching stuff, cracking up, bro. Like
I might laugh, but a lot of times I get a lot of times it's cleaning, a notepad. I might hit the farm. That's like the last two. It's like
that's pretty fly though.
I might be creative. It's like I go into a space to where like I just want to jot everything down.
That's fly.
Research and work. That's normally what I do. And then if I go a little deeper, then I go into a space where it's very much reflective as fuck. You know what I mean? When I go that next level of depth. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man. And then it's like a productive level of it's like in that space, it's like I remember I wrote something down. I wish I put it up that I kept for years after my first trip because it was like I couldn't believe I said it. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't believe it came from me. And I think it was one of those things where I told people like it literally cuts off these switches over here. This is who you are. And then the ones you don't be turning on, the ones you don't use much, flick them motherfuckers on. Yeah, man. And then you get to use those switches. It's like I love it, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Like that timer. Like the timer in the green room. With the timer, bro, where you gotta set the.
Oh yes, very much so. Automatically flicks on a light.
Who's over here looking? Like what?
We have a green room?
First time, I think it was my first time taking the trip, bro. I got something from Baba Kalinde, right? And at this time, Dr. Keith had asked me to be her co-host on her TV show.
He do so much lightweight flexing as he talks. Baba Kalinde gifted me his personal stash as I'm going to work.
He delivered it to me.
For it. What you mean?
He delivered it to me on a pillow that came from an Egyptian goddess.
Now, these particular mushrooms were only grown in this particular batch one time.
He threw the dirt out and killed the root of the plant.
The blood, they actually grew out of the blood of Osiris.
Go for it. So this after work, we about to head to the recording studio, and I had just taken without, like a micro dose or something like that. This is my first time. I'm just thinking I'm about to feel good or something like that. So, like, it's 15 minutes later.
I love the way this is going already.
20 minutes later, I call up Dr. Keith. I'm like, look, man, I can't do the show today. You got to do that shit by yourself, dog. She's like, okay, all right. She just like about her business. She Capricorn. I go home, curl up, bro. And on first time, it wasn't a bad experience, but it was so unconventional, and I didn't know what to expect. I had these moments where I was like, am I about to die? What the I felt like I was like a remote control, flicking through different channels, like seeing all types of cosmic perspectives or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it was beautiful at the end of the day.
But there is the other side of it. We giving the real glossy, flossy.
You're right.
That's us though, because it responds to your ego.
Facts. I actually was a guide for somebody as they did a trip, and they flipped out. They did it in a candy bar that they got from a NFL player. This is my son's mom. I don't know if she went. This is someone else. Shit. But yeah, man. She had like a bad experience, bro. Like a real bad experience.
I know quite a few people that have. I never did, but I think that's, to your point, it's all about your mind. Like you should never be in a dark place when you drop.
Dark place mentally, right?
Yeah, because that's only going to amplify it.
That's going to come out.
And it is. I mean, and it really is about the people that you have around you. I mean, it can either be the best experience of your life or one of the worst. Because I did. I got called in like in a panic by a few people over the years that a friend found them like going through a bad trip, and they were like, okay, get Dave.
It was scary to witness from the outside.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. Well, thank you. I've never had the worst experience I've ever had. Well, I told y'all this. I dosed one day, and it was like earlier in the day, probably like at 1 or some shit like that. And then I had a friend I was going to see that night, and it was like 10 p.m. And I'm like, I am super straight. I'm out of this bitch.
This story is so good.
I get in my car, and I wear glasses, and I don't gotta wear them, and I rarely wear my glasses, but get in my car, I leave out, and I'm driving this night, and I'm like, man, I should have worn my glasses because I cannot see properly, and like I get maybe a quarter of a mile down the street, and the light is so intense that I realize like, oh, I am high as shit right now. I am high as all fuck on fucking Mac. Was I on Mac? I was on Jefferson. High as fuck on Mac.
Jefferson.
Got to pull the fuck over. I pull over on Jefferson, and I literally sit in my car for like 45 minutes. I'm right by my house, too. I'm like, I could walk home and leave my car on the street. I'm that close. And I parked for like a half an hour, 45 minutes because I can't drive. So I wound up getting to their house an hour and a half later. They stayed fucking 4 minutes away. I could have walked and been there in like 10 minutes. And I was like, man, that was a really, really bad idea. When I got there, like then when I got there, I had the time of my life too, though. So
good Lord,
that was the worst thing that ever happened to me on the trip. And I ain't saying that's gonna be guaranteed your experience, but again, maybe I just been in a good space when I've done that particular thing, and it worked out well for me. But it's definitely experience. I agree, like Dave said, or I don't know who said it. You should try once in your lifetime, man.
Dave said that.
Yeah, you should definitely try once in your lifetime.
I agree.
It's a sacred experience. A lot of people be doing it for fun. I'm about to go party. I'm about to go do this. Like, do it in a safe space first so you can see what it's like. And then, test the waters or whatever, do your thing. But, I mean.
Almost every human being is going to fucking get drunk and where they got to throw up. And then you bring a mushroom. It's like, oh, no. I'm not jumping off of that boat.
Yeah, that's the stigma, bro.
And you fucking you have liver poisoning on multiple occasions, and you fucking like are bashing this shit. And you fucking
the stigma.
Punched a hole in your wall and you fucking killed somebody by accident type shit. It's like, oh.
You had 4 DUIs and, you're going through 4 pints of Mohawk in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe try something else with
picking up trash.
maybe make, again, a little own accountability.
Yep.
Change shit.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So
and one thing Dom said, we can wrap it up.
Go for it.
One thing, real quick. One thing Dom said, especially for the so-called, spiritual woke folks, it does not give you superpowers.
No.
Right? And at first, a lot of people was getting, in their feelings about it, because that's what they do, that's their practice. But one thing you got to keep in mind is how amazing you really are at all times. It only makes you aware
of what's already there.
Exactly. Of what's already there, different aspects of self behind the scenes, But that's all I wanted to say.
We definitely got to get Big Bro,
Brad
Scott on this one.
And Dom, I'm gonna give you some cooking tips on how to get them ribs looking a little bit better. You know what I mean?
What?
Hey man, I already hit him in the DM. I told him the other day I saw him with some ribs. I said, all right, I'll show you how to whip it a little bit better. How to get it? You know what I mean?
How did he respond?
What was his response?
I think it's with a heart. I think it's
vegan warlord.
I think he just hit it with a heart. You know what I mean? Because Dom's cool. Now we communicate lightly. You know what I mean?
Dom is cool, bro. If you open up the lines of communication, he will definitely be in your inbox. If you just drop a story, he'll.
That's you, bro.
Well, yeah. Wow, that's love then.
So you said
that ain't for everybody.
So you just set up a bunch of people for the.
I know, right? For the
failure.
He like, all right, why is my inbox banging now? Somebody's getting it. But yeah.
Hey Dom, I heard you.
Oh no, not that guy.
Accepted new friends.
Oh my god. Cut it out, bro.
I just want to say, third eye's open for a mushroom trip, and I'm not really eating ribs right now, but I will contribute with some homemade mushroom barbecue sauce if that's cool with you.
Are you Towley? Don't forget to bring a towel.
I'm not Towley.
Want to get high.
Unfortunately, this is a real person.
Yeah, this is a cat we
all
know.
We name him? We had a name for him at one point. It was like,
oh no, I forget. That's
Wilbert.
The Miracle Johnson or something.
It was an actual name. You guys are terrible people.
I think, Dave, you just added insult to injury with the whole tally bit.
That's
I know.
That's
That sounds
the
like
voice.
tally.
He's right. He's
Yeah.
right. Get high. Yeah, it's definitely.
And it also, in some ways, is fitting. Damn it, don't listen to this episode, Tally. And he listened to this. Man, you know we love you. Because that motherfucker listened to a show.
Listen, he hit me up after an episode, one of the early episodes, because like the first 3 or 4 episodes, there was like a running bit.
I remember.
He hit me up like, man, that's cool. You know I love y'all. Ain't no big thing. We got to hang out one day. Like, yep. All right.
Facts.
Yeah.
We do got to hang out.
That's
Tyler.
little bro.
All right, guys. Appreciations.
I'm gonna go last. Let me think.
I'm going to go. I got appreciation. We making moves, you know what I'm saying? It's the Hot Vibe guys. We constantly, you know what I'm saying, trying to improve and the platform is getting bigger and all the ideas that in the middle of me talking, you're going to do that?
Really? That's classic, guys.
Piece of crap, bro. Sheesh.
I love you too.
And you know, we applying pressure like Big Bro Red Claw always says. We got a photo shoot coming up for our development website for the podcast, and we got one of the flyest, dopest young cats in the city doing a photo shoot for us. Jimmy Goldfingers. He was on our He was on our show. I think he was like episode like 9 or something like that.
You say that a lot, but like Jimmy Goldfingers is truly one of the flyest photographers in the city.
Hands down.
Yeah.
That's not even saying
bro.
the city. Just, he is one of the flyest photographers, and it's like, I be thinking like I look at his shoots. I was looking at one the other day, and I was like, man, I know this person, and it's not whoever y'all think it's gonna be. I was like, they are really hideous in real life. I don't know what he did, but this person, he has boosted to another level of handsomeness, and I was like, shit, I can't wait for this motherfucker to get me this shoot.
Appreciations took a left turn right there.
No. That's what I'm trying to say is that he's good at his job, man.
He is phenomenal at what he does.
And I think like for the level of credibility he's developed, he's reasonably priced as hell.
Oh, what? When he quoted his prices for us, bro, I'm like,
It's-
for what you do?
Man, it's so reasonably priced.
Do you know who you are and what the product that you?
But that's some prop why he got people coming to him because he ain't trying to blow people out the water, man.
and his reason behind it was so fly. I ain't gonna share his reasoning, but his reason behind it was so fly. And you know what I'm saying? Same as Booze, we got to watch little bro ascend, you know what I'm saying, over the past 7-8 years into, in my eyes, I look at James like a mogul, you know what I'm saying, in the making. So, and he did it, like we talked about in his episode, he made his own lane.
And just a good ass dude.
Just
man.
a good dude, good heart.
Want to see the best of
genuine.
people around, man. He posted the other day, man, when I see people winning, it's like I'm winning. And like he's one of them people like some people say shit because it sounds good. When James say some shit, man, especially some shit like that, I believe it is very genuinely coming from the heart. And like shit, I just want to co-sign his same appreciation, man, because I really appreciate him taking the time to give us a shoot, working with us on locations. You know, like he's doing things the right way. He's not treating like it with friends, and to be a part of his catalog, man, is that's as much of a plus for us as it is for him. You know what I mean? Like we just to be on his IG page. Now I'm kind of making demands just to make it.
He said, "Oh, we already on that boy."
Yeah, like shit. We gonna have a nice little shot somewhere in that mode, and watch it be Asa. You know what I mean? It's gonna just be Asa's eyes.
He's like,
It's gonna be like,
Y'all
oh,
gonna
wow.
chill on me.
it's pretty photogenic. I mean,
Chill, man.
And then it's gonna be like on the other side, it's gonna be 2 blurry images.
that's that panoramic joint.
Oh, God. But I do, man. I got a lot of respect for him. I love, and we talked about a person, we talked about excuses before. I remember when James was working with us, man, and he was at a space where, like, he could have made excuses for not moving his career forward. And I think he's one of the people who exemplifies finding a way and accepting the path that comes before him and making something out of it. So just to go off of what he was saying, I'm not saying fucking veggie back, to go off of what he was saying, I really got a lot of appreciation for this shoot because it's gonna be fire, and it is gonna be on the website soon, on the IG page, and whatever other social media we got going as we started, like Akil said, get that really bubbling in 2021 and moving forward.
My appreciation goes out to the youth, man. Shout out to all the young youth Shout out to all the young folks who are specifically, shining and utilizing that entrepreneurial spirit. All those old heads, people who think they got it, life figured out, all that, bumping our heads, going through it. Thank you for that new, fresh inspiration, that new light, man. Shout out to you. Send us, if you go in the DMs or the YouTube or whatever, reach out or whatever so we can invest in you, or send you some shout outs or whatever, get you some spotlights or whatever.
You know what we need?
What's that?
We need to do a show with like a super fly young person that's making moves in the city. Like somebody like 20 years old, 19, 20, 21.
Okay.
I mean, ain't no age limit, but like under 25.
Okay.
That's making moves.
Oh, my God.
You got a list?
Huh?
You got some people?
Nah, you getting PP text right now.
No, I just
You're savage, bro. In the middle of the fucking podcast.
Oh, God. No, somebody
If me, Dave, and Oz went in here, this dude would be sending pics.
Somebody just tagged me in something ridiculous, and I get what they're trying to correlate, and I'm going to drop them on their fucking head as soon as I see them.
Yeah, that's what he showed me in the middle of me talking. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, bro? I can't read this and talk. I'm end up reading what you're saying. All right, sweet. Dead air. Because we couldn't.
I'm throwing you out the fucking window in 45 seconds.
Hey guys,
Stop that.
What's up with your 45, bro? You just said that number like 3 times this episode.
Jordan, when he came
We
back.
couldn't have looked at that in the car. You guys are idiots.
All right. It wraps up for the 38th episode of the High Vibe, guys. Thanks for tuning in and listening with us. I guarantee you we're going to have an intro at the next show. Ain't that right, Dave? Ain't that right, Dave?
That's the story. I mean, you guys are going to have some work to do to make that happen. But
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So, all right.
Let me just say this real fast. Booze, you are a jackass.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
He done made, in this this 2-hour block, he done made about 5 ridiculous demands from Dave. I want my face on the front of the building when we walk in. Shut up, bro.
I told this person
it'll be there along with "Do Not Admit."
Perfect ending.
Peace.
Peace.